Hey guys, so I started off using my Pro Longwear paint pot, and this is a base for my eyeshadow before I apply it to my eyes. Once I apply it, I blend it out. And once I blend it out, I set it. I set it with my translucent powder. You can set it with whatever powder that you have, and it can be you don't have to necessarily use the paint pot. You can use concealer. And once I did that, I went in with my BH Cosmetic palette and I used like a brown type of nude color for my base. Then I blended out on both of my eyes. Then I went in with my Risk Taker MAC palette and I used the purple. So I went in more with the corners because I wanted it to be more of a dramatic look. And I applied more purple at the end of my eyes, and I went in with the cut, like the eyelids. And after I did that for both eyes, I went in with my miniature palette and I used the almond color, which is another like purple, to define the look even more, to make it more dramatic. And once I did that, I you have to just keep using colors, so it can be dramatic enough for you. Then I went in with my BH Cosmetic palette and I used darker purples that were had more glitter in it. So I went in with the same thing I've been doing, same steps, and I kept blending it just to give it a more dramatic look. And after I did that, I went back in with my Pro Longwear paint pot and I used it for my cut crease. I needed this to apply so the color that I'm going to be using for my cut crease is going to show and it's going to be dramatic enough for this Halloween tutorial that I'm showing you guys. So you want to really apply, you can use an angle brush or a concealer brush, I guess, for your cut crease, but you want to use something that's going to really give you, that is going to define your eyelids so your cut crease can look super lit, okay? Once I was finished with that, I went back into my Risk Taker and I used the pink. It was like a bold type of Fatisha type of pink. So I went in and I applied it on both eyelids, and I kept applying a lot, to give it that look, that dramatic look. You guys have to be really patient when you're doing this. Once I did that, I went back in with my miniature palette from Sephora and I used the almond color just to make the cut crease look more defined, and the shape is better, I guess. After I did that, I went back in with another smaller pencil and I used a darker purple. It was from the Risk Taker, and I just was just going in the cut crease with it, just so it can be very defined and you guys can see it's actually a cut crease. Once I was done with that, I went in with my eyebrows. I started my eyebrows. So basically, I took the pink from the Risk Taker that I used on my cut crease, on my eyelid. Sorry, on my eyelid, and I basically went in with my eyebrows on that. My eyebrows are really full and dark, so it was hard for you guys. It's hard for you guys to really see the pink in it, but I did my best I can. I just kept applying a lot of pink in my eyebrows, but it's so dark that you might not be able to see it just on the outside. But for whoever do have, you know, lighter eyebrows, it would definitely work perfect. Once I was done with that, I used my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil, and this, I love this oil because it really gives you like a nice look, like a glowy look. And I went in with I used CoverGirl and MAC. I had to blend out my foundations because my skin color do change in the winter and the summer, so I used like 2 foundations at once, which is okay, you know. It's not really a way to use foundation, so I had to, you know, use both. And I'm blending and I'm blending, and you just want to go to your neck and, you know, just keep going. Just keep going. Once I finished, I used my Nars concealer. I love this radiant creamy concealer. It's so creamy, nice. I used it to apply for under my eyes. And once I was finished applying that, you want to blend it out. You want to blend it, keep blending, keep blending. Oh yeah, and I'm sorry, I know you guys see the blue eyes. Yes, I did put on some blue eyes, and you know, if you guys do have contacts, you can use contacts. It could be green, brown, whatever color. I chose to use blue. It's my favorite color. Then I set it. I set it with my translucent powder, my L'Oreal Mercier translucent powder. You want to set it. I don't set my face for too long, so basically once I put on the powder, I basically take it right off. I don't like my face looking too dry. Then I go back in. Now that I have foundation on my face, I go back in and I used my miniature palette eyeshadow, almond color, and I applied some more eyeshadow on the corner of my eyes to give it a dramatic look instead of just a really decent serious look. Once I did that, I went in with it's called BLACKTRACK Pro Longwear Fluidline. So this is what I use to create my wing, and you want to be patient with this because you want your wing to look dramatic. Mine didn't look as dramatic as I wanted it to look, but I basically made the wing longer. You want to make the wing long enough so people can see it, and yeah. I'm sorry if you guys cannot see as much. I was trying my best to like really like do this so perfect, and the angle may not be perfect, but it will get better. So now that I'm finished with that, I go in with an angle brush and I went back into my miniature palette, Sephora, and I applied the almond color under my eyes. You want to give it that look. So you apply it under your eyes and you just keep applying it. After you apply that, you go in with I went back in with my Pro Longwear. So, well, the Pro Longwear Fluidline you see what I'm doing right now. I'm just going over, trying to make that look come true. This was actually my first time doing this, guys. Okay, so now I'm making, I go in with the corners and I'm trying to make like a cat look. And I'm trying to like basically bring the wing down to my eyes. But you guys are going to see here that it looks crazy. And when I shut my camera off, I actually like took that shit off my eyes and I redid it. Like, I literally redid it. I wasn't really too happy with how it came out. But I'm still showing you guys what I did. I didn't edit it out because you guys were probably gonna wonder like, okay, so how the hell did she get that in her eye? She didn't even show a tutorial. So I'm showing you what I did, but eventually I took it off my eyes and I redid it because it was too thick. It wasn't looking right. Then I go in with the risk taker, I go in with the risk taker, the pink, and I'm applying it on my nose. Basically, like, you know how you contour your nose? I'm basically doing that, but with pink. So then I go in with the LA Girl lipstick. Well, it's a lip gloss and lipstick, and right now I'm outlining my nose. And I go in with the lipstick, and so it can be more defined and darker. You want to apply this. You want to make sure you apply it really good so the color shows. Once I go in with that, I actually used, this is a lip pencil for my lips, and I decided to use it as an outline for my nose. So just to define the nose itself, as you guys can see. And I just went in and then I took a lip brush and I'm just like blending it out. Now I go in with a lighter pink. This is a lip gloss I actually got from Forever 21, and I just decided to use it, and I'm going in with a pink on my nose just to give it another color, another base over the LA lipstick, LA Girl lipstick, and I'm just giving it another base. Once I'm done with that, basically I used paint for my nose. Now I'm going back in with the risk taker, and I'm using the color so it can give it a more defined look. And I'm using the blush from my BH Cosmetic palette, and I'm applying that all over my cheekbones, all over my forehead. You know, you want the blush to show, because this is the look that you're trying to get. You want that blush to show in your face. And yes, I am using lip gloss, so now I'm using the lip gloss, and I'll be using the lipstick as well, and I'll be using eyeshadow. So I used all three just to give it like like a cat look. Now I'm using the eyeshadow to apply it, and I'm just going down in stripes like a cat. Don't look at my forehead, guys. I took all of that. I took it all off from my forehead and I redid it because I don't know what I was doing with my forehead. Like, see, showing you guys what I did because it looked a mess, and I just like use my beauty blender just to like, I guess, create another base. So I'm redoing it again with eyeshadow, and I'm creating like a V type of look. And now I'm using the Almond Miniature Palette eyeshadow to give me some whiskers. Once I'm finished with that, I go back in with my MAC Pro Longwear Fluidline, and I'm basically outlining my mouth. So this was kind of tricky. I mean, it wasn't that hard for me. It might be tricky for some people depending on your face structure, but you want to get it right, you know. You want to just both sides to be even. Once you like apply it as an outline, you do it lightly and then you do it darker. That's what I did. So it wouldn't be, if I did have to take it off, it wouldn't be too hard. You want to make sure it's really dark enough to see. You want the outline to stand out. Once you're finished with that, you want to start creating your teeth. And you can start creating it. You can have it doesn't matter. It can be paint if you want, but make sure if it is paint, it's face paint, something that can come off your face. And I'm basically using the same Pro Longwear Fluidline from MAC, and I'm creating my teeth with that. The teeth does not have to be perfect, but when you do put the white and the black on your mouth, I'll show you guys. You want to like go over the lines so it can be sharp. But right now, as of now, it does not have to be perfect. So just draw your teeth and, you know, make it look good. I don't know what I thought I was doing by putting that black on my lips like that, because that wasn't even supposed to be on my lips. See, I told you guys, I wiped that shit off my lips. I didn't understand why I did that. And my lips are huge. So now I go in with a flat brush, and I took the Pro Longwear Fluidline, and I'm applying it all over besides the teeth. So you want to apply it as dark as you can. If you have to redo it after you're finished just to give it more of a defined look, please do, because I know I had to. This is patience, okay? You want to apply it everywhere, even on your lips. As big as my lips are, you want to apply it on my lips like that. You're going to make sure no pink lips is shown. So once you're finished, I actually used, you can use a white like eyeliner, but I decided to use face paint. I had to because I was not sitting there with a pen stick all day trying to do this. So I bought face paint and I decided to just use the paint. So the only thing I used paint for was the white, and it was my teeth. So that's all I did. It was actually easy. So I repeat, face paint, guys. Face paint. Don't go using just any paint, please. Make sure it says face paint. You know when you go to the circus and your little cousin or brother or daughter or whoever gets little face paints? Yeah, use that paint. That's the paint I used. Time. This took time. Like, it's not, it may look like, oh, the video's only 25 minutes. Yeah, right. Trust me, it takes time, patience. Now I go in with I went in with the risk taker with palette from MAC, and I used the purple, and I'm just like basically outlining it. Now I go back in with the MAC Pro Longwear, and I am basically just giving my mouth another outline so it can be very defined. As you can see, it is looking better as I outlined it. Doing all that painting and all that applying on your mouth, you're gonna have to redo your outline. So then I go in with my forehead, like the side of my forehead, and I'm just applying the eyeshadow, giving it a little, cat look. And I go in with my neck with blush. I use the BH Cosmetics blush, and I'm applying more eyeshadow on my eyes and lipstick, of course. And that's because that's how I created my cheeks. And here's the look. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm a Cheshire cat. Thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe and please comment below and like. And thank you.